and the shopping and national shopping, it's for small value items of the shelf goods. The direct contracting, one-to-one contract. Repeat contracts mean it's like a reorder. Force contract, force account mean uh, do their works, do the construction work by their own employees. Emergency procurement in case of emergency situation. Today we will talk about community participation in procurement onwards. Right, community participation in procurement. Community mean, uh, you know, in the villages and small towns, they have some development works. That development works will be carried out by the some societies, community societies, clubs. Those clubs are registered under the business secretariat. When some contracts, the works development works are comes, the contracts will be awarded to that registered society. This is called community participation procurement example. Right. In the interest of project sustainability or to achieve certain specific social objectives, to achieve certain specific social objective such as creating employment opportunities, creating employment opportunities in an identified geographical area. It is desirable to call for participation of local community-based organization. The construction of small school building, construction of road, small road in that village, the small town. Most of the time, the this contracts, this works awarded to the societies, registered societies in that area, in that geographical area, in that village. The purpose of it that to provide employment opportunities in in their village, in the in such certain area, and these works are done by the people who are living in that area, and they will take special care on their works because they are the end users of that works. So it can provide uh, sustainability for the project, not only profit motive. So the societies have their own societal objectives. So that is the community participation in procurement. And we'll discuss about direct contracting for government of Sri Lanka funded projects. Direct contract. Subject to the above guidelines and on the recommendation of a committee. Recommendation committee means recommendation of procurement committee comprising two members nominated by head of the department and the divisional secretary of the location. The procuring entity may entrust works to approved societies subject to conditions specified in the procurement manual. So whatever the works to whoever the works given, all the procurements should in line with procurement manual of Sri Lanka. Right? So there's a guideline. Guideline means the procurement guidelines and the ministry circulars and the policies. The recommendation of the procurement committee comprising two members nominated by these two the two members nominated by head of the department and divisional secretary of the location. In the local governance, home affairs of Sri Lanka, so normally head of the department is a GA, government agent in Kacheri, district secretariat, and the divisional secretary, the officer in charge for that location, administration of that location. So those two people nominated by the head of the department and the divisional secretary of location. The procuring entity may entrust works to approved societies. The society should be an approved societies, subject to conditions specified in the procurement manual. Direct contracting to community organizations may be awarded under a foreign funded project. Right? In foreign funded project also can be awarded to the registered societies, provided the procedure for the same are stipulated in such foreign funding agency agreement. When the foreign funded projects are given to the local societies, approved societies, the guidelines given by the foreign funding agency should be followed in addition to the procurement manual. Award of district or divisional level construction contract in district or divisional level, subject to the procedure laid down in the procurement manual. All the times the procurement manual should be followed by the procuring entity at the time of purchasing, all the time of purchasing. The procuring entity under delegated authority of head of the department may invite bids for construction work not exceeding 2 million from approved societies and contractors registered by government agent, Kacheri, or district secretary, DS office, right? So the upper limit of awarding contract to the registered societies for the community based procurement to 2 million. The upper limit is 2 million. At the same time, they have to ensure that they should follow procurement manual in the 2 million threshold. Next, we see two-stage bidding. Two-stage bidding for turnkey. Yes, turnkey means specialized contract. It's a complex one. The turnkey contracts or the contracts for the large complex plant equipment or information technology systems or works of special nature. So for example, establishment of a cement factory or establishment of a new power plant, coal power plant, so wind power plant, hydro power plant. It's a special one, no? Very large complex equipment. Or where the problem of technically unequal bits are likely to be encountered. A two-stage bidding procedure is recommended. Two-stage procurement procedure is recommended when for the large complex plant equipment purchasing or construction or the turnkey contracts or the information technology systems or works very complex information system. This method should be used with specific cabinet approval, right? So the amount also will be larger and the, the complexity of the plant, the equipment or information system, the thing the organization going to purchase is complex in nature. For this, the approval should be taken from the cabinet. In the first stage, there are two stages, no? In the first stage, unpriced technical proposals on the basis of conceptual design or performance specification will be invited. So government will declare. So these are our ideas, initial ideas. The government organization will disclose. These are our ideas, and the government organization will invite proposals or tenders, bids from bidders, and they have to mention the specification, technical specification. So for example, government wanted to establish a new university in Sri Lanka. It has consists of many things: buildings, internal road network, power, classroom arrangement, office room arrangements, furnitures, IT equipments, laboratory. There are many things. It is coming under one package. It's a very complex one. So designing, right? The design of the university, designing of the building, right? The architecture, the landscape, everything should be technically specified by the bidders. Subject to clarification on technical and commercial issues and adjustments, if any, amendment amended bidding document shall be prepared. Right. So many bidders will bids with their own design based on the requirement of the government or procuring entity. But in the first phase, they will not indicate, they will not quote the prices on that proposal. They are giving their talents, their capacity. So this is how we can develop the university or whatsoever the government needs. So at the initial stage, there's no price. So based on their proposals, technical proposals in the bid submitted by the bidders will be evaluated by the procurement committee. They will choose the best. They not consider about the price here. They will consider on technical aspects, the beauty, the strength, the attractiveness, the modernism, right? Up to date system. So they will see the many things. And the second stage, during the second stage, there shall be an invitation for final technical proposal and price bids. Right? Once